Hello guys, Dan here from Dan's Tech, and in today's video guys I'm going to be having a look at the ASUS Zenpad 8.0. Now this is product number Z380C. It's a tablet which features an Intel processor. It does come with 16 gig of the onboard storage, which is expandable. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump into the video. We're going to go over the specifications first, go over the design, features, performance, then overall I'm going to tell you if I recommend this tablet or not. It does come in at around £100, so in all fairness it's not exactly the most expensive thing in the world, and if anything it is a very cheap tablet. So yeah, let's kind of jump into the video and let you guys tell you what this tablet is like. So to get started, the Zenpad 8 has an 8-inch screen, hence the product name, with dimensions of 209 by 123mm, with the thickness being a mere 8.5mm thick. Now as for the weight, it does come in at just under 350 grams, which is surprisingly light and is ideal when wanting to take out a view on the go. Now the screen resolution on this device is 1280 by 800, not the highest resolution in the world, however it is an IPS panel with fantastic viewing angles, so I think that definitely does make up for it. Now the screen does also support 10-finger multi-touch, which is pretty nifty. It does feature Gorilla Glass as well as an anti-fingerprint coating, which I believe does work surprisingly well. Onto the design on the front of the tablet, you do get the screen, of course, a shiny silver ASUS logo at the bottom, and also a 2-megapixel front-facing camera at the top, as well as speakers and also a light sensor for auto screen brightness adjustment. And up top we have a 2-in-1 audio jack, both supporting headphones and a microphone in, as well as a micro USB port for charging and data transfer when a micro SD card is inserted into the device. Now on the reverse we have a 5-megapixel rear-facing camera up top and the ASUS logo, and then nearer to the bottom we have the ASUS Zenpad branding and an Intel Inside logo, indicating that the tablet is powered by an Intel CPU. And finally, on the right hand side we have a lock button and a volume up and down button. A quick mention on the cameras, both aren't great after testing, and to be honest, these cameras just not that great in general. For example, I have just took a picture of my rig on my desk with both the cameras. As the megapixel count is not that high, both images do look incredibly grainy, and yes, these were taken indoors, but to be honest, when taking pictures outdoors, they aren't that much clearer, and just due to the sheer low megapixel count, I really don't think these cameras are up to much cop, and to be honest, they aren't that great. Moving on to the specs, the tablet features an Intel Atom X3 C3200, which is a quad-core 64-bit CPU running at a base frequency of 1.2 GHz with a turbo of 1.4 GHz when power and temperature allows. With a maximum draw of 2 watts, it does not pull a lot of power at all, so that's relatively good comparing this as a battery operated device. Now, as well as this, the tablet is paired with rather 1 or 2 gigs of RAM depending on the model. The particular model I got is a 2 gig model, and as for the graphics, it does come with the ARM Mali 450 GPU. As for other specs, the tablet does feature Bluetooth 4.0 and also 802.11 BGN Wi-Fi connectivity. Inside the device, once you pop the back panel off, you can get to micro SD card slots that does support cards all the way up to 64 gig capacity. Very nice to see expandable storage on a tablet at this low price point. Just mentioning the back panel, you can interchange them. ASUS did send over a black replacement panel to show off, so I'll show you what that looks like when swapped out for the stock silver one. In addition to this, ASUS did also send over a battery pack cover for the tablet. This clips on as if it were a replacement standard panel and will add some extra battery juice to the tablet. Now with this attached, you simply charge the device the same way via the micro USB cable, and the device will distribute the power between the device and also the battery pack automatically. Personally, with this installed, I thought it added enough weight onto the tablet for me and then to call it quite heavy overall. I personally do think the tablet without this battery pack is rather light, and with this battery pack I think it then makes what I would have called a light tablet into quite a heavy tablet. It is totally up to you if you want to use this battery pack. Is it an extra that you can purchase? It will add some extra juice to the tablet and will make it last longer, but it is up to you in terms of how important that extra battery juice is worth, and personally it's up to you. I personally found throughout the weeks of me testing this tablet, I personally didn't use it as I thought the tablet did last the full day, and that to me is enough. Now onto how the device performs and the bloatware that is included. Reviewing this as a £100 £8 device. I personally think it's pretty damn good. Apps do load up quite fast, feels somewhat responsive, and I'm relatively happy with the device's performance overall. I have experienced occasionally some lockups when trying to do many things at a time. However, with the device only having a small amount of RAM, not having the best raw processing power, I think realistically you can expect this, and should at the end of the day, expect this. ASUS's Zen UI built into the Android 5 operating system is not half bad, and I do really think that it'll be great for first-time users that are actually getting into Android 5, as it is a relatively new operating system. Now, the device does come with some apps that I do believe that shouldn't be on the tablet from the get-go. I'm completely fan of ASUS preloading their own apps and also preloading, say, some Google apps like Gmail, YouTube, and say the Google app. However, I think apps like the Amazon Kindle, TripAdvisor, and Omelette Chat, I do personally have a problem with these, and I think that ASUS shouldn't really preload these. If anything, it will. I do think it will annoy quite a few people. The fact that they bought a new device and they'll have to uninstall them if you don't want to use them. And at the end of the day, the device does only have 16 gig of the onboard memory, and if you are installing your own apps, you might come into a problem of needing to uninstall these so you can install your own apps. Also, take your own photographs or things like that.
So guys, to conclude on this tablet, this ASUS Zenpad 8, I've been having quite a good experience with the tablet, and to be honest, I think it's pretty damn good for the money. Now, sometimes it can slow down and does sometimes feel a little bit sluggish, but I think at the price point, I think you should, kind of expect that. These are a lot of high-end tablets that you can buy, including iPads, for example, that, do perform a lot better. Will perform a lot better, but they do cost a lot more. You gotta remember, this is only a £100 tablet, and to be honest, you can't expect that much out of it for £100. The camera is okay, getting all this on the tablet, from the get-go, it isn't great, but I think that overall, if you are just looking for a tablet, say, to watch YouTube videos, send emails, just browse the web on, a relatively large screen, then I think overall it is a good product, and I would, definitely recommend it. So without further ado, guys, thank you very much for watching. You can find purchase links on Amazon US and UK in the description. And without further ado, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.